Hi, this is section 1.1 of the textbook. I'd like to do question number 26. Let's scroll down here. Number 26, here it is. Okay, so we have f of x equals x cubed. And then we want to evaluate this, f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. Now this particular formula is called the difference quotient. These are just variations of the difference quotient. In chapter 2, you'll learn a lot more about what that means, but for now, I just want to just do the computation to show you what it is. So here it is. I copied it down onto here. F of x equals x cubed, and do this calculation. So first of all, anytime you have something in parentheses, in the context of a function, then it means you take whatever's in the parentheses, like the a plus h in this case, and you stick it in as the independent variable. So you stick it in for the x. So if you'd like, you can do this one piece at a time. In fact, I think I'll do that. So f of a plus h, let's just do that. Let's ignore everything else. Let's just do f of a plus h. Well, that equals a plus h cubed. Just replace the x with whatever's in parentheses. So f of a plus h is a plus h cubed. Now, normally when you do functions, you have like, for example, f of 5 equals, and you replace your x cubed with a 5 cubed, and you have an actual number for an answer. But in this case, if you have other variables in your parentheses, then you just replace the variable with whatever's in parentheses. So it's kind of a just is like a translating one letter for another letter, kind of is all you're really doing. However, we can do some simplifications here. All right, now f of a, the minus part, well, f of a, well, that's just replace the x with an a. So x cubed becomes a cubed, and then h is just h. So now let's go back to the beginning. So f of a plus h squared means a plus h cubed. Make that 3 a little better there. Okay, minus f of a, which is a cubed. Okay, divided by h. All right, so I did the basic substitution. However, I'm not done because this can be simplified. So let's work on simplifying now. So a plus h cubed, that I can simplify quite a bit. See if I can scroll this down a little bit here. Here we go. Okay, so a plus h cubed. Again, let's do this on the side here. So a plus h cubed means a plus h times a plus h times a plus h. Whatever is your base, you multiply it 3 times, so my base is a plus h. And there's a shortcut for this, but I don't want to teach it to you yet. I'll teach it to you in chapter 2. So for now, let's just do it the long way. So let's just multiply a times a is a squared, and then a times h is ah, times another a times h is 2ah, and then h squared. Okay? And then multiply the third a plus h through. So a times a times a squared is a cubed. A times 2ah is 2a squared h. A times h squared is a h squared. Okay, multiply the h. h times a squared is h a squared. H times 2ah is 2ah squared. And then finally, h times h squared is h cubed. Okay, combine like terms. Let's see, I've got an a squared h and an a squared h right there. Now this is a 1. Remember, anytime, let's do another color for that. Anytime you don't have a coefficient in front, it means a 1. So it's a plus 1, 8, and same thing with this h squared. So I've got 2a squared h plus 1a squared h is 3a squared h. So now I'm going to have a cubed plus 3a squared h. Okay, I took care of the a cubed, took care of the a squared h's. I've got 1a squared h squared and 2a squared, which is 3a h squared. Okay, that takes care of those two, and then plus h cubed. Okay, so that's what a plus h cubed equals. So now let's go back to our main line of thought here. So this equals this, which equals then a plus h cubed. I just worked it out. A cubed plus 3a squared h plus 3ah squared plus h cubed. And then I've got my minus a cubed. Okay, and then divided by h. Okay, now this is a very interesting occurrence here, because notice this a cubed from the beginning cancels with this a cubed right there. And then all the other terms have an h in them, so I can factor out an h. And then I'm left with 3a squared plus 3ah plus h squared divided by h. And then the h cancels. And then that's my final simplified answer. So 3a squared plus 3ah plus h squared. There you go. Now, this, like I mentioned, this does have some special meaning, but for chapter 1, I just want you to just practice going through the motions, and the meaning will become clear in the next chapter. That's it.